Do you know what's truly terrifying? Some people work their entire lives and still die broke. Not because they're lazy, not because they're unlucky, but because of habits they don't even realize are destroying their future. Listen carefully. What I'm about to tell you is not theory, it's reality. Every single day, millions of people wake up early, fight traffic, work hard all day, come home exhausted, fall into bed, and repeat the same routine the next morning. Days turn into years. Years turn into decades. Yet when you look at their bank account, when you ask about savings, when you ask about investments, the answer is almost always the same. Nothing. They worked hard, but they stayed poor. Why? Let me tell you a story. A man once said to me, "If only I had more money, my life would change." But the truth is, even if you gave him more money, he would lose it. Why? Because poor habits always defeat good luck. That's why lottery winners go broke. That's why people who inherit money end up with nothing. Money without new habits is like water in your hands. It always slips away. The first habit that keeps people poor forever is survival spending. Listen to how people think. I'll just get through this month. Salary comes in and before the weekend is over, rent, food, bills, small luxuries, a dinner out, a phone they don't need, and they're back to zero. Month after month, year after year. Then they say, I don't have a chance to grow. But the truth is, they are not planting anything. They are eating the seed. I know this because I lived it. There was a time I stood outside offices, desperate for work, rejected again and again. When I finally got a job, I thought everything would change. But every time I earned more, I spent more. I wasn't building. I wasn't growing. I was running faster on a treadmill, but staying in the same place. Maybe that's how you feel right now. Picture this. Two young men work in the same factory. Same job, same salary. One comes home tired, watches TV, scrolls his phone, spends money on small pleasures. The other comes home tired too, but he spends 1 hour learning a new skill. He reads. He saves instead of buying new clothes every month. 10 years later, the first man is still in the same factory. The second owns his own company. What's the difference? Not luck, not family, not intelligence. Habits. Here's the painful truth. Survival thinking never allows growth. When all you think about is surviving today, you never build for tomorrow. And the world rewards builders, not survivors. Look at J.K. Rowling. Broke, single mother, living on welfare, rejected by 12 publishers. She had every excuse to quit. But instead of eating her seed, she planted it. She kept writing. That seed became books, then movies, then an empire. That wasn't luck. That was a habit of growth. But here's the dangerous mindset most people have. I don't have enough, so I'll spend what I have to feel good right now. They buy things that look rich instead of investing in what makes them rich. They eat the seed and never plant it. And remember this. If you eat the seed, you will always stay hungry. If you plant it, protect it, and wait. One day, you'll sit under the shade of the tree. Look at Oprah Winfrey, born into poverty. Abused. Working in a grocery store at 14. By every measure, she should have stayed poor forever. But she didn't. She invested in her voice. She invested in her ability to connect. She turned pain into power. Today, she is wealthy and influential. Not because she started with money, but because she built the right habits. Poor people don't stay poor because they don't work hard. Some of the hardest working people in the world are broke. They stay poor because all their energy goes into surviving today, instead of building tomorrow. Poverty is not only in the wallet, it's in the mind. Change the mind and you change the wallet. Change the habits and you change the future. So ask yourself, are you surviving or are you growing? Are you chasing comfort or building skills? Do you spend to look rich or invest to become rich? Because money follows habits. And until your habits change, your future cannot. Now let me tell you about the second habit that keeps people poor forever. Falling into money traps. These traps are not accidents. They are designed. They are in ads, sales, malls, and apps on your phone. When people get extra money, do they invest it? No, they buy something new. A phone, a car, a TV, new clothes, a fancy dinner. They call it a reward. But poor people want to look rich. Rich people want to stay rich. Warren Buffett lives in the same house he bought decades ago. Meanwhile, someone earning $500 a month takes a loan to buy a $1,000 phone. That is the consumer trap. I once knew a man who got a raise and immediately took a loan to buy a car. People admired him. But every month, half his salary went to the bank. That car didn't make him free. It made him a prisoner. Another trap is fear. I don't want to invest. I might lose money, so they save at 2% while inflation eats 10%. Doing nothing feels safe, but it's the biggest risk of all. Jeff Bezos left a stable job to start Amazon in a garage. People laughed. But he understood something most people never do. The biggest risk is never trying. Then there's procrastination. One day I'll save. One day I'll invest. One day I'll start. But one day never comes. You don't wait for the perfect time. You start where you are with what you have. And finally, environment. Your friends shape your future. If your circle complains, gossips, and wastes time, so will you. If they talk about growth, ideas, and opportunities, you'll rise. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. These traps don't steal your money all at once. They steal your future slowly. Now the third habit, the most dangerous of all, blaming. Poor people blame everyone but themselves. The boss, the government, the economy, their parents. Blame feels good, but it kills progress. The moment you blame, you give away your power. Complaining is the same. Have you ever seen someone complain their way to success? Never. Two shopkeepers, same street, same problem. One complained. One took action. One stayed poor. One built a supermarket. Same situation, different mindset. Your future is not decided by your past. It's decided by your choices today. You may be born poor, but if you die poor, it's because of habits. Life doesn't reward excuses. It rewards discipline, courage, and action. 10 years from now, you'll regret two things: the chances you didn't take and the habits you didn't change. Chains of habit are light at first, until they're too heavy to break. But today, you still have a choice. You can break the chain. Success isn't built in one day. It's built daily. Your habits are your future. Change them, and you change your life. So the question is simple. Which habits will you take with you tomorrow?